Well, hello and welcome to the One Thing show here. And what I want to say is that don't let others define you. If you're still stuck with LinkedIn's default grayed out banner, you know the one I'm talking about, you're losing out on some of the most prominent real estate space on your entire LinkedIn profile, the banner. And that's the topic for today. So we're going to dig in with 3 tips around this one big topic. So welcome to the recently relaunched LinkedIn Live here. The one thing where the big idea is to stick with just that one very actionable insight, tool, tip to leverage LinkedIn in a way that makes a difference in your law practice and your business. So my name is 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗 Hess of Hess Connect, and I work very closely with lawyers and law firms to help them, support them in leveraging LinkedIn to really make a difference in how they build connections, relationships, and grow their business on LinkedIn primarily. So if you're chiming in here, let me know where you're coming from. And of course, if you have any questions. So I want this to feel more of sort of an engagement and a back and forth, a dialogue rather than just a monologue. So please let me know when you come in here, what your questions are or comments for that matter too. So the specific idea today around this one big topic is the LinkedIn banner. And this is the background banner. And this, again, is the prime real estate space that you have to offer your unique visual welcome to visitors who come knocking on your virtual office, on your LinkedIn door, basically. So let me make 3 points here to try and sort of elevate that background banner. And if it's still that default gray version, those nebulous gray circles, let's change that right now. How? Well, one of the ways, and one of the easiest tools to use is a free LinkedIn, is a Canva account to build that LinkedIn banner. And there's a free version, there's a paid version, but Canva is my go-to. It's very intuitive, very easy. And you literally type in to this search bar within Canva, C-A-N-V-A, LinkedIn banner template, and you'll get lots of ideas around how you can build your banner. The formatting for that, really, really important. It has to be just so, because otherwise it really looks out of place. And if it's poorly formatted, that reflects on your professionalism too. So the format is 1584 pixels by 396, 1584 by 396. Again, if you go to Canva, if that's the route that you take and you set up a free account, they will have pre-formatted that for the correct size. So, but make sure, one of the things you want to do when you're creating that banner, that visual image to welcome people into your profile, is keep in mind that it should reflect your existing assets on your website, or geographical elements if location is key to your practice. Whatever those elements, make sure they harmonize in some way with your website or any other existing design elements. What we don't want to see are those stock images of completely random skylines or high rises, or unknown, and you know this one, or unknown professionals that are shaking hands across a conference table. Make sure that it has some sort of relevance to either your geographical area, your practice area, or better yet, the best thing of all is an image of you. And if you have any images of you speaking on a stage or speaking to an audience, a small group, large group, I mean, that really positions you as an authority. And it shows you to build that connection. It shows you in a position of authority. So those are some of the best images that you can actually put into your banner if you have them available. Second point, make sure that when you build this banner, you keep mobile view in mind. Most people are looking you up on the fly now from their smartphone, and this view is very different from the view from your desktop. So make sure that any wording or images are, first off, not covered by your thumbnail, and that's the headshot that consumes about a quarter of the banner in the lower left-hand corner. So you make sure that words, relevant words or graphic images aren't covered by the headline, by the thumbnail. So that's one. Once you've created it on desktop, make sure that you then go to your smartphone and look it up. Make sure it's really crisp, clear, that the font that you're using, the words that you're using, that it's very legible on a much smaller screen, your smartphone. Again, you want to make it as easy as possible for people to really understand exactly what you do and how you can solve their problems, both from a desktop and especially from the mobile view. So to keep the high resolution and to really elevate the level of professionalism that of course you want to have, is use a JPEG format for photos, JPG, JPEG for photos, and PNG for graphics. That'll really keep the clarity and crispness of those images. And the third point is to keep it really clear, not just in terms of legibility and the messaging, but just don't over clutter it. And this is one of the things I see time and again. And it's hard because you want to try and get everything that you do and everything you can offer on that prime real estate space, that LinkedIn banner. But really, less is more here. So try not to overly clutter it. Don't try to squeeze in too many messages, words, elements. Keep it clear with just one main message and of what you offer or the specific problem that you solve for your particular audience. All right, there's a lot more to it, but those are the 3 points. Again, how do you do it? Well, you can easily set up a free account in Canva. The format is 1584 by 396 pixels. And make sure those elements that you use, the background, the color, the font, the wording, make sure it harmonizes and streamlines with whatever elements you might have on your website or elsewhere. So that when people come to your profile, they get a very sort of streamlined and relevant experience, whether they're on the website, your LinkedIn profile, or anywhere else. Second, make sure that you have a really optimal mobile view. In other words, check the desktop version of it and your smartphone version of it. And then the final point, keep it clear. Just keep it easy, clear, one main message. All right. So those are the 3 main tips for your LinkedIn banner. Again, that's a prime real estate space. Don't squander it. Don't let LinkedIn give you the default version, that grayed out nebulous circle background that says nothing. And actually, honestly, that's a little bit disrespectful. Anybody who is interested enough to come to your profile and find out a little bit more about what you offer and how you offer it, be respectful. It's like opening the door to your actual office. You don't welcome somebody in with peeling paint or broken furniture or torn carpeting, right? This is your virtual office. So take pride in it and, open the door to a really nice, welcoming, inviting office. That's what the banner from a visual standpoint has to offer. So there's a lot more to the banner and other aspects of your profile. And if you want more help, there are a few ways that I can help, that we can work together. Join my private lawyer club. That's a lawyer's brief. And you're welcome to test it out just once to see if it's a good fit. But this is where a group of lawyers, very supportive, creative, very entrepreneurial, different thinking. We all sort of brainstorm once a week around a LinkedIn topic, which I guide on, and then we open it up to get feedback from the entire group. So you're welcome to try it out. If you're interested, come into the DMs and let me know, or make a comment with the word brief, and I'll know that you want to test it out. You are welcome. More hands-on, individualized attention is where I offer a VIP day, and that's where we work one-on-one. We get your entire profile, copy, graphics, images, and a content strategy to set you off into the LinkedIn world. We get that all done in one day. So that's a little bit more of a hands-on option. But again, thank you so much for showing up here on the replay. Put in any comments, any questions, and if we're not already connected, let's connect. All right, so I thank you for this week, and I will see you next Wednesday, 9:30, on a new one thing, one topic. Thanks for joining me today.